Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. Unless you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, otherwise it's just the same.
No, there wouldn't be a difference at all. I mean, we have officially rebranded to the Bald Boys Podcast, so you might want to check out the video version on YouTube.
Hey, I'm Emilio.
Hey, I'm Rian.
And welcome to the Terminally Online Pen Pals Podcast.
We're two friends that have only ever met through the internet.
Join us as we talk about our lives in this epic show.
And the show starts now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Terminally Online Pen Pals Podcast.
Welcome back to another awesome episode, guys.
If you guys thought that I don't even know how to start this.
He's bald.
Yeah, if you guys listening have no idea what's going on, I'm bald. So if you follow us on Instagram, you probably saw. Maybe I will use it for the thumbnail.
College hazing prank gone wrong.
I can't believe it happened.
I can't either, to be honest. For context, too, I knew about this beforehand, but that's because Emilio called me for a mysterious 30-second random video call over Instagram, where he's like, dude, I need to talk to you about something. And then I answer the call, and I see Marco holding a camera. Emilio's like, God, dude, that mob guy caught up to me. I'm bald now. And then he's like, all right, gotta go.
That's a reference to the previous episode. But yeah. No, Ryan, you skipped all the context. We have to explain to people what went wrong. Okay, basically, nothing went wrong. Everybody, I'm fine. This was just some dumb bit. For those of you who don't know, me and Ryan are, well, sometimes we make YouTube videos.
So occasionally we make YouTube videos. I'm more consistent than Emilio nowadays, but sometimes he makes videos on his Smelly Cheese channel.
And if you're a big fan of this show, you're probably wondering, hey, why did this come out on a Wednesday? That's not normal.
So nobody's wondering.
Anyway, so I have a YouTube channel that this past Tuesday turned 10 years old. So that's pretty cool.
Congratulations, buddy.
It's kind of crazy to think that I would still kind of be doing something I started in middle school.
And nobody's been watching his channel, and he's still done it. Folks, that's dedication. But seriously, congratulations on 10 years, buddy.
Thank you. So for those of you who probably, most of you don't know, when my channel turned 4 years old, I reached 100 subscribers. It took me a long ass time to reach 100 subscribers. The problem I've always had with my YouTube channel is that specifically with that one, is that I've never had like a clear vision of what I want to do with it. I just do whatever I want. Well, back in that era, I did everything. Like I did sketch comedy, animation. Well, animation, because I didn't know anything about animation. I think I'm a lot better now. But I did Let's Play videos. I did podcasts. I threw everything at the wall. And I think that was why it took me so long to reach the 100 subscribers.
Yeah, because I remember even when we met, you had a wide catalog of videos, mainly like meme videos you were making around that time, like 2017. And then eventually you started transitioning to like the commentary videos, the documentary style, some animation here and there, like the Darwin with a Kid video.
Yeah.
So you did get like a formula down.
I mean, I think back then I was producing 7 videos a week.
Yeah, that'd be about right, actually.
But it's basically because, I don't know, I didn't understand YouTube. I just watched YouTubers and I thought, oh, that's cool, I want to do that. And that's how Anyway, so for 4 years, me and my friend Jake, we shaved our heads because I think
I remember that video, actually.
Sort of the bit was that I was gonna shave, but I obviously had like right now I had I didn't have a lot of facial hair, and that was the joke. And sort of we kept escalating. I'm like, the joke was that we wanted it to be like super edgy, but we were just looking like idiots. And I think that was the original joke. And and it was cool. I mean, looking back, there's like some videos I think, we didn't have all the resources, but I think we did the best we had, and we had fun with it.
I think so. I think probably like one of the most ambitious projects you did early on was the documentary series with like the sketch series, like Life Ain't Shit, that you did with Marca when you guys, I think, went out to Mexico City or something. It's earlier
3 years ago.
That's still, the 3 years is a long time. But if we're going back farther, like in the dark ages of your channel, kind of reminds me of mine, is I kind of did the same thing where I just uploaded random ass videos, like vlogs or gaming videos or random collaborations. And then, like you said before, just kind of seeing what stuck. So when you reach a major milestone, like even like 100 subscribers, shaving your head might seem extreme, but it's kind of like, I have 100 people who are wanting to watch what I do, so maybe I'll do something kind of creative to celebrate it.
I mean, I started out making vlogs, like not the follow me around vlogs, like you sit in your room and just talk about a random topic vlog, like that was like the peak.
That's this guy.
That was peak 2014, 2010 YouTube, right? Like Dan and Phil type videos. And then I didn't do YouTube in 2015. I don't know. I think I didn't have any ideas. And then I don't really remember. I think I was just a lazy middle schooler, because
I would agree with you on that. The quality of those videos were always pretty low. I mean, even if we look at them now in 24, the thumbnails look fancier. I'll give you that. But,
the videos I did in 2014, I made those with, I didn't even use Photoshop. I used GIMP, which was a free Photoshop alternative, and I think like if you're starting out on YouTube, I do recommend that tool because it is very good. But I was just not good at using it, and then
it's
I think it's normal. I think it's normal when you're starting out on YouTube that you're just figuring out what you want your channel to be, and and I mean, I like that I've had this account for so long. For example, another thing I've had for a long time is Facebook. I think I've had my Facebook account since, I have a video about this. I think that account is 14 years old at this point.
It was 10. That video that you did was 10 years on Facebook, and that was like 2019. You did that video.
Ryan's a real fan, everybody.
Yeah, and we've known each other a long time. I remember when
so that was
for kid
15,
video.
That was 15. So I created my Facebook account 15 years ago. I don't really use Facebook that much. I only use it because for my work, I work in social media, and I have access to the other pages that I manage with that account.
You work in social media, but you ban yourself from using one of the biggest social media platforms currently available.
Facebook is kind of, Facebook has sucked since 2017, I think. Here's the thing. So I don't delete my Facebook account, obviously, because of work. I mean, I could create just another one, clean slate, and just use it for work. But also, I don't know, I just have so many pictures and so many every picture I have from when I went to the States for the first time are on that Facebook account. So that's why I was it would just be like too much work to download all of it.
It probably would be, but there's some photos from what I've seen on that are worth saving. Like that gallery that you have of me that's just labeled Rian Epic. Underneath of it. I think those are probably some of the best ones.
I have that on my wall, like my physical wall, not my Facebook wall.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm very complimented by that. Yeah, screw the Facebook then. Just keep the wall.
Yeah, I would turn around my webcam right now, but it would be just too much work.
Don't want to dox yourself anymore either.
Anyway, so I think, I don't know if that's what our generation has that is pretty cool, but also kind of a curse that, at least 15 years of my life are documented on the internet. So it's kind of cool that I have I want to reminisce on a certain period of my life, and I can just couple clicks. Whereas if you look to our parents' generation, where maybe they have like some printed out photos or
something along
maybe
those
they
lines.
journaled. But yeah, I think it's cool. I can sort of take a glimpse of what sort of
like where you come from, kind of thing.
Yeah, just what were my interests? What were my views on stuff?
Actually, a funny anecdote as well that I have related to that. This is back from when I was in high school. I can kind of relate to what Emilio's saying there too, especially with the whole generational gap and having old accounts you can kind of look back on to see where you've come from. Because on my old Facebook account, I look back on a lot of photos, see how far I progressed since high school, middle school, when I first got Facebook back in middle school. When it comes to using social media, I never had a Twitter account. I had 2 Instagrams where I posted a lot of random photos when I discovered Facebook for the first time. Back when I was attempting to do rap music content, I posted a lot of photos of me wearing a beanie and sunglasses, so those do exist. And I look back on that and I'm like, I genuinely had an interest in music, but I'm like, my rapping would have freaking sucked if I would have actually. I'm so glad I never tried that for a video or anything. But then thinking back toward like the angle of like my parents, for instance, like they're not big Facebook users. They're not big social media guys. My dad, he does not like social media really much at all. He uses it for work when he has to for Facebook, but he never posts on there. The photo of him that's on there is from like 20 years ago, back when he was 30. So, and my mom, she occasionally is posted on there. She's not a big social media user either. And it's just kind of knowing a lot of people throughout the years, because I wasn't big into social media when it first came out. It took me probably until I was a freshman or sophomore in high school before I got like an iPod. I didn't even have a smartphone until my junior year, so I was behind the times. I just read books, so nerd, whatever. Yeah, definitely, yes. I will accept that. I was a nerd. I was not internet savvy for a long time. But the anecdote that I mentioned before that I wanted to mention was that for whatever reason, and I don't know why, when I started to boss back in, because we've never really talked about this, I don't think, on any show like Collab or Trash Talk or whatever, about like our old YouTube kind of stuff. One thing I never talked about on Trash Talk when we mentioned our YouTube channels was that when I started to boss back in 2015, 2016, a lot of people in my class got a kick out of it. They watched a lot of these old videos that I made, and yes, they laughed. They thought they were stupid, the usual high school, like, haha, you look like a moron thing, like when I'm swallowing tea bags or something, which I did do for a 100 subscriber special, Emilio. I didn't shave my head, but I did attempt to swallow tea bags, which is pretty bad.
Time did it for you.
Yeah, it's basically time and genetics I have to thank for this. But it's not bad though. I like the look. But I mean, when it comes to like the whole dynamic, the antidote, someone who found my YouTube channel in my class made an Instagram account called the Rian Bittner Fan Club, which is still up on Instagram now, and you can look it up. And they posted all sorts of memes and edited photos of me back in 2016.
Real?
Yeah, this is for real. I'm not joking.
How
That's
have I
exactly
never heard
what
of
it's
this
called.
account?
It re-uploaded a bunch of old Facebook photos of me, posted it on this Instagram account, and apparently they were a fan of me as a person because of my stupid early DeBoss content. So when we're talking about looking back...
Oh, I found it.
Oh, is it for real? Is it still up?
Yeah, I found it. Guys, follow this account. This is epic. It's a picture of Ryan with me, apparently.
That's my best friend, thank you very much. So, no, that is not you.
It's just pictures of you. Like, where are the memes?
I don't know. I think that was the meme. They were just old photos of me.
The serious look. No, I just got bullied. I mean, but that's funny. Like, I really like how people sort of react to you doing YouTube. For example, when I started in middle school, I mean, my friends didn't get it. Like,
right.
Like, well, they thought it was. Also, I was like, they thought I would become instantly famous because that's sort of the cliche on
like the
YouTube.
Mentality.
Yeah.
Back in the day, where like you start uploading content and you're like, wow, you're gonna start making millions of dollars. You're gonna have crowds of fans, kind of thing. Yeah. Just not the case.
It takes a lot of work. I mean, at this point in my life, I've kind of accepted that I will probably never live off of YouTube. I think I'm still gonna make videos because I enjoy doing it, but
Exactly.
it's a long shot, and especially because of the type of content I'm interested in producing, it's just not gonna happen. But something I do remember is one time I got back when you didn't need 100 checks from YouTube to get on the partner program. I was on the YouTube partner program, having like 50 subscribers.
Yeah, but didn't you get banned at one point though?
That's the story I'm about to. That's the story I'm going to tell.
You talked about this with Jesse, I remember, on Trash Talk.
I got banned. I got banned from YouTube AdSense. So this was before the Logan Paul thing, which we cannot discuss. But
no,
I back in middle school when I started my YouTube channel. I told all my classmates, hey, if you're watching a video of mine and you see an ad, click on it. I didn't tell them that if you click on an ad, that's how I got money. And I think total I made $3 that YouTube still owes me, that YouTube is still holding hostage.
Wow, whole $3. Wow. It'll help you pay off the last year rent.
Anyway, so I did have classmates that tell me that they would just put my videos on in the background in class. And I was like, thank you so much, guys. And I told them that they should click the ads. Anyways, at one point, I opened on my YouTube account and all my videos are demonetized. And I'm thinking, what the fuck happened? And I checked my email and it says I got suspended from the YouTube partner program for a month over suspected click farming or botting.
Which it was.
I mean, to be fair. Because, because it said that every time someone clicked one of my ads, it came from the same IP address. And I imagine it was the school's IP address.
Probably the school's IP, yeah.
And that's your TikTok clip. Follow us for more. New episodes every Monday. Except today.
To get banned. Last year, Emilio produced a lot of videos. We're talking like 3 videos last year or 4. And one of them was a remake from a video that he did before that. So, but I think it's just the consistency of it. And again, it's not always possible. Life happens, especially when you're doing this as a hobby. Like, especially when you're making videos. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos that you made last year. One of them was the MC Dinero video. Then we did Lost in Translation Part 4. You did
Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, the Percy
I did
Jackson
3 videos.
video.
Well, I already passed that mark because this year I made 4.
Whoa, 4! And it's October, 10 months in. Now we compare that to the number of videos I've made, and that's a lot more than Emilio. Because I've been uploading at least once a week. Like once a week.
I mean, the quality is different, but that's okay.
The quality is just as good. Thank you very much. Different type of content. Very professional. Not that you've probably checked out any of those videos.
No, I like them. Like, I just drop off a like and leave. But
thanks, buddy. He's like, I don't actually watch the video, It's like, but no, I think there's a difference.
Get what you're talking about, but
you're not a video game guy. I wouldn't expect you to be watching to be fair, I wouldn't expect you to be watching the Nostalgia Factor, because I think you even said years back, and I remember this quote from Trash Talk, because I've checked out Emilio's content frequently, like every time he uploads. And a lot of the videos that he does, I find pretty interesting from like a culture perspective, because I'm a historian, or if it's like on a hot topic at the time or something like that. But then I remember Emilio mentioned a few years back with like DeBoss. He said, no offense, but I don't watch any of your DeBoss videos.
And now I miss them because they were.
And it was mainly because of like a difference in personality, I think, which is another dynamic of YouTube. Because you're like, I know you more now, so I can't. It's weird for me watching you act in your DeBoss videos in like a different way, which I can kind of see, to be honest.
I really liked like the DeBoss anime. Like, that was really funny. Like the serialized DeBoss sketches I thought were pretty funny. The
Yeah,
Q&A videos, I kind of didn't think they were that funny because it was just
they
some guy
weren't
that
funny,
dropped.
to be honest.
Some guy just dropped like 50 questions, and Ryan went through all of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I remember like Patrick and a few other people would just leave like dozens of questions that I
Just
would
like an
answer,
entire
but
questionnaire.
pretty much. I mean, the videos that I enjoyed doing the most, speaking toward like old content, were definitely the sketch videos. And like the DeBoss anime video, that was probably the first major creative sketch video I did on the channel,
Those were
where I
so
got other
funny.
I only did one of those, funnily enough. I actually planned to do more, but life happened at the time with college, and then I got other video ideas to work on that did take off.
Even though I'm working on other projects and other websites where I'm, let's say, a lot more successful.
Successful, yeah, you say that.
I
don't know
still
if you, like,
can't
even-
I still can't leave YouTube. I don't know. I feel like this sort of love for the medium, the platform, like outside of respect for it, I feel like with
Right.
YouTube compared to traditional media and sort of the boom in short form content, YouTube YouTube allows you a certain freedom that this type of content just wouldn't, right? Because
Yeah.
in traditional media, there's a lot of rules.
Of course.
Short form
Like-
content, they're not written rules, but we all know them. Like, you have to keep things at like a minute. You have to speak in a certain way. But yeah, there's like a certain freedom of YouTube where I could just talk about like the dumbest, nichest thing for a good 20 minutes, and it's like
Yeah.
a place where I can store that and
Like some
yeah. I feel like it's definitely
Well,
the place where I could be the most creative out of
yeah.
every single social media platform, every form of media.
But I think it's like we could even look toward this podcast as an example of that for like the creative zone, because this podcast, and I'm just going to be blunt and say it, and I love what we did on Trash Talk. We did it for 5 years. We had good episodes here and there. But after a while, I don't know if you feel the same. This podcast, I think, is better, and there's only like 8 or 9 episodes in so far of
Yeah,
this
that's
show,
true.
and I feel like it's better in a lot of ways. Because the problem with doing any creative like social media content, like what Emilio was referring to earlier, like YouTube or podcasting, with Trash Talk, we had a lot of really good points, and after a while, it just, I don't want to say it fizzled, but I think we were also kind of getting burnt out a little bit. I could feel from the two of us, like we were doing the same modern day social media stuff pretty much every episode, the new Marvel movie or the new controversy with Mr. Beast or whatever. We just had all these modern topics we were talking about, but there wasn't really any creativity in the episodes, no personal life stories or whatever like we do here. So I feel like that's another important part of content making. Don't be afraid to change it up, because something can only be formulaic for so long until you need to broaden your creative center. And that's, I feel like, what we've done with this podcast, for instance. And it's already showing, honestly. Like, there are a lot of people that do enjoy watching us, even right now.
Shout out to Ryan's mom. Anyways,
Again, they're the ones funding this show. Thank you guys for the monthly paycheck that I'm paying you, and then you're recycling back into the show
and
for
if
my
you
rent money.
want to fund this show, you can donate to us on Ko-fi. Where else can people follow this show, Ryan?
You guys can check us out on our awesome social medias. Please follow our Instagram account, where you guys can check out photos from the show and short clips of the episodes. Check out the YouTube channel for the video version, where not only do you guys get to see our beautiful mugs and Emilio's now currently bald head, but you can also see exclusive videos and photos shown that pop up throughout the episode, as well as
Hell
those
yeah.
same short contents. And if you don't want to see our faces for some reason, you're afraid you're going to go blind, I already
Or
have
fall
seen
in
Emilio's
love.
head. Or fall in love with us. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, if some of you guys might like Emilio's bald head. If you don't like mine, you may not like his, but who knows? But if you don't want to see any of that, check out the Spotify or Apple Podcasts. That way you guys can at least listen to what we're saying and
Hell
have a new
yeah.
way to experience the show. So we just check us out on all the social media platforms to see more of this awesome show.
Click that freaking follow and or subscribe button. And
That way you guys
press
get notified.
the like button And if you made it this far, comment where were you when.
I was gonna say, just comment bald is life.
Oh yeah, that's
Is
better.
Yeah, bald is life. Bald is love.
Hell,
Comment that down below.
goodbye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.